New year, same me, same old Seth, and Winona Kicks. 24.
Yep. Back at it. New year.
First podcast episode of 2024. We're going so hard.
Yes, we are. I'm excited.
It's crazy. How was your New Year?
It was
And I
good.
guess Christmas.
It was good.
Oh
It
my
was
God.
nothing crazy. Stayed in with Abby, the wife, and just hung out and felt good because we've had a lot going over Christmas and stuff with family and stuff. So,
Did you have to travel a lot? Or
well,
everyone's pretty much there, right?
yeah, everyone's in Minnesota. I mean, we're an hour or so every other day. I mean,
Yeah.
it was kind of go home to my parents are about an hour 15 away. So, but
Yeah.
other than that, it wasn't too crazy. What about you?
About the same. I mean, like my family was like the furthest away and they're like an hour, but spent a lot of time with Anna's family. Same with New Year's. Pretty much every New Year we go over there and just hang out. We'll invite over a few friends and just chill so we don't have to drive and deal with expensive Uber rides and bars and that crazy scene because it's chaos. It's not my
Oh, yeah.
favorite. It's not my favorite. Oh, dude, I wanted to thank you for these. If you're listening, I don't remember where I was. I was out running errands or something, and I came home. Anna was having like a party, and she just said, "Go to your office. There's a package on your desk that Charlie sent over." And I was like, "What? What does that mean?" And I went in there and opened it, and this dude sent me the Union Jordan 1s, the ones that dropped last year now, I guess. But dude, I've wanted these for so long, but it's one of those shoes we were talking about the other day that I'm like, I want it. I'll get it. I just don't know when I'm going to get it. So thank you so much. That was
Of
sick.
course.
That was
No, it was only right because I know we were going through the list of our favorite shoes of the year, and you had them on your list, and I was
yeah.
you were a big part in the early leaking of it, and the photos went around. We talked about that in the last episode, and I was like, started them right after. I was like, gotta get a pair of these. So, and
Had
retail
to.
is like not even that crazy. So I was like, this is
I
perfect.
know.
Like this is a perfect little gift for you.
It's the
So
perfect thing. Who was I
Yeah.
showing? I think I was showing, I don't know, it might have been my mom or something. And I was like Googling the shoe, and like the top 6 photos when you Google the shoe are all my photos. And I was like,
Really?
that's cool. I didn't even know that. But yeah, so that was kind of wild. But yeah, no, that meant the world. That was freaking sick. Also, I want to
Glad you're
shout
happy
out
with that.
everybody that I have connected with over the past, I guess it's been like month, but I have never had so many people tell me in person or reach out saying that they listen to the podcast and that they love it. And that's just so sick. So I just want to say thank you to everybody out there that's listening. You guys make my day every time. So that was one of the
I love it.
craziest
I
things
know
too.
when people say that they listen to the podcast, it's like, all right, you're in.
Yeah. I mean, even at the Wish event that I went to, the sneaker panel, which I'll talk about in a second, there were
Mm-hmm.
2 people that came up to me and they were like, "Oh yeah, I was listening to your Sneaker of the Year podcast and
That's
blah blah
sick.
blah." And we were just like riffing back and forth about their top 10s and mine. And I was like, that's so cool, man. That's crazy.
That's awesome.
So that was really sick. But yeah, I'll talk about the Wish panel a little bit though.
Yeah.
That was crazy. That
Well,
was a
tell us about it
blast.
now. Honestly, I want to hear about it.
Yeah, so this was the first one they've done. So it was KO, the dude that runs ATATF. He partnered up with Wish Atlanta, which is a sneaker boutique down here. And every year they're just going to have, I think it was like 8, maybe more people, like influential people in the sneaker culture on a little panel. Packed house, just shoulder to shoulder inside of Wish. They had PA systems set up and everyone was just chilling, having some drinks, talking about sneakers, and they just had a list of questions they all went over. They had the whole East Side golf team was there. Those guys
That's
were
sick.
sick, so I got to meet all of them. My buddy Sniper Jones was on the panel. Harrison
Yep.
was on the panel. One of the marketing directors for Timberland and a few other people who I'm not really familiar with, but yeah, it was just super fun time and just connect with all of the Atlanta sneaker creators and people that are in that scene, which I've gotten a little more into this past year, which is really cool. So
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
enjoying finally going out to all these little events and connecting with the same group of like 10 or so people. So I'm like, oh, it's fun. I got my little clique going on. So it's crazy.
That's
Moving
sick,
on
dude.
up. Moving on up.
Next year,
And
get on the panel.
dude, I was there with LJ, one of the guys who he's a content creator too. I've talked about him a few times, but the second they started the panel, I just leaned over and I was like, next year, that's going to be me up there. And he was like, okay, manifest it now, bro. So I got to hit up
Gotta
KO.
set goals, man.
I know. Got to hit him up about that because why not? Why not? Got to do something. There was something else I wanted to shout out to. Oh, have you listened to Morgan Sneaker Room and Flex Luthor's new podcast yet?
No, but I think I saw a clip. Can you see my video feed, by the way? I just had a message saying video feeds.
Yeah,
having an
yeah, it's
error.
still good.
Okay.
Should be
So,
recording locally anyway, so it should
hopefully.
come through.
I think I saw a clip of it. Were we tagged in? Was that the clip we were tagged in? Or was that a
Ooh,
different podcast?
we might have been tagged. I don't know. They did talk about us in the first episode, so that was kind of cool. I was like, hey,
I'll have to
love
listen. What's
those
it called
guys.
again? Let's shout them out.
It's called Soul Brothers. It's very
Soul
good,
Brothers.
actually. Yeah, they've been. Let's see, they dropped their first episode this past week, and I think the second episode's on Friday. But two super cool guys. I've loved their content for a while now. So if you're looking for another sneaker podcast to listen to and add into your rotation, would highly recommend. Two cool guys. Two cool guys.
I'll have to give it a listen here.
Is that it?
after.
Nice. Yeah, solid stuff. But enough for me. What did you spill? New year, new Winona, new profile photo. That looks
New
good.
profile picture. Yep.
About time.
That was a big one. I'm definitely having issues with my video feed, by the way.
Weird. I mean, it's showing up good on my end. It is a little blurry, but it's always kind of blurry.
So if there's no video feed on YouTube, sorry, but
We'll figure it out. It'll just be me.
Yeah, new profile picture. So I've talked to you about this extensively. I don't know. I just kind of pulled the trigger. I've been trying to figure out what would be best, and it was more of like a thing like I'm just gonna do it, so I stop thinking about it type of deal. I'm gonna keep Winona Kicks. I've decided on that. We're gonna keep that as the handle. I got it on everything. I got the website. I got everything for it. So I'm gonna keep that. But change the profile picture. So and then I changed my bio to instead of just the highest quality sneaker content, it's sneakers and lifestyle content. So
that's
switching it up a little bit. I'm gonna. What'd you say?
I didn't notice you did that.
Yeah,
that's
I mean
something I was thinking
small.
about like last week, and I was like, what would I even? I don't know. But
Something small, but yeah, no, I think it's more of just like freeing for me. I mean, I'm always gonna be posting sneakers, probably 90% of the content, but just to take the videography side and the filmer mindset and toss it into different types of videos, golf content this summer. We got a pretty big life event happening at the end of the month that I'll talk about in the next podcast or so. I still haven't announced that. But stuff like that, where I want to film it and make videos on it. So yeah, something small, change the profile picture up. So
makes sense to me. Although now I keep typically when I refresh my feed and I see the stories up top, I have to do a double take when I see your name because I'm like,
yep.
Oh yeah, new profile photo.
No, I mean, I don't think that's a bad thing either. I think that's good and bad, because the people that know what I'm about and maybe don't engage with the content now they're like, oh, what's this profile picture? Like I don't recognize it. Let me check it out again. So I don't know. It gives me a fresh look, and it's more for me than the audience, I think. So, yeah, small change, but big change in my mind.
Yes, sir.
So
I did
that, and then little fiasco with eBay currently on some Jordan 4 SBs, which has been interesting. Yeah. So I'm still waiting to hear back on that. I basically got a pair of Jordan 4 SBs in off eBay, went through the authentication guarantee program. Somehow they let them slip through, even though they reek of cigarette smoke. So I don't know how that happened.
Weird.
But I'm approaching it like a regular consumer, not a creator that's worked with them in brand deals and done stuff with them in the past and has
True.
relationships, because I just want to see how it works out. So I actually got another pair today. So guy in Minnesota gave me a really good deal on them. Clean pair, worked out. So I got a pair. Other pair, I just want to return them, be done with it. I think that's fair enough. Like I don't. It's weird because once they go through the program, they don't allow returns, which doesn't make sense to me, but it
Yeah.
is what it is, because then they've verified that the shoe's everything it's supposed to be, and then they're like, well, there's no reason for a return because we've checked it out. But somehow it slipped through. Um, Basically, the guy that I talked to on the phone, he said it's a long shot that the return gets accepted, and he was like, if it doesn't get accepted, what's your like what could we make happen for you if we give you a coupon code or anything? And I was like, I mean, I need cash back on it. I don't want a coupon code. I don't. So we'll see
Because
what
there's no way
happens.
it was cheap.
No. I was like, I spent
Unless it
$450
was.
on them,
Yeah.
and this hurts the value. I can try to clean them out. I've been reselling. I remember I got cigarette shoes, and it's just something that you can't really get out. So, and it definitely hurts the value. So we'll see.
Mm,
But they actually,
that
I
sucks,
tagged
man.
eBay on the story, and the eBay Instagram, the official eBay, they DM'd me last night and kind of replied to me, and they're like, "Hey, like, what can we do to help?" And um, basically, I was like, "I already filed appeal with the sneakers," and they're like, "All right, you have the right department and stuff, and if anything else happens, like, just shoot us a DM." So, um, I don't know, kind of interesting about it. So
Still,
that is what it
that
is.
hurt
But
though. The second I saw that story, I was just like,
yeah,
you
it's more
can't,
of
you
like I just
can't
wanted
win.
the pair, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I got them. I'm happy. It's not a
Yeah.
huge deal,
And
but
you
now
said it
I'm
was
like
local
just
too,
curious
right?
about the
The
whole
one you
thing.
got.
What was that?
You said the one you got now is local, right? Or that
Yeah,
you
some guy
met up with
shipped
someone?
them yesterday, and they got here today. So it was like an hour
That's sick.
drive, but I was like, let's just ship them.
Just ship them. I'm too busy.
Yep,
Too much on
yep.
my plate.
So got that,
Mm.
and then got some new Clarks today.
Those were cool. I'm a huge fan of those.
I'm a big fan of them too. I put them on super comfortable. I'm gonna be wearing these a lot. So
I
shout
want to
out
get into
Haven for
Clarks
those.
again, man. Like, I had a period, I guess, in college because I used to work at an outlet mall and there was a Clark's there. So I would go in all the
Mm-hmm.
time and just buy whatever clearance, like, stuff they had. And I wore them all the time. But since then, I haven't really gone for any. But there's a lot
Oh,
I
I'm a
like.
huge fan of them. I
Yeah.
wear my Vanity, the pink ones, all the time. I haven't worn any of the Pokemon ones yet, but my hidden Clarks that I
Those
bought
are hard
a
to
couple years
wear.
ago are cooked.
The Pokemon
So
ones, I feel like it's kind of hard to
they're
wear.
cool. They're sitting over here. They just look cool. So I
Exactly.
got
Especially
the
when you
whole
have the full
collection.
set.
Caught them all. Yep.
Caught them all, baby.
So
I
yeah,
love that.
hyped about those. And then I got my Clama Sauconys, the ones that you have right behind you. So I got
Mm.
those in. Um,
I'm I like these. I don't know if you do, but
I
like I
do.
tried them on. I got mine in yesterday, so I tried them on and everything, and I was like, they're pretty comfy. It's weird. It's like it's a shoe I've never tried before, so I didn't
Hmm.
really know what to expect, but I think they're pretty comfy.
Yeah, I haven't had any Sauconys yet either, so I haven't put them on yet. But I like them. They're Vikings colors, so
See?
if I go to a Vikings game, I can wear them.
Exactly.
But
And there's like none on the market, which is why both
facts,
of us picked them up. It's just like,
exactly.
well, if I don't end up wanting them, we'll see. And hopefully, Bima sees it or someone at Saucony sees it, which, you know,
Yeah,
one
no,
thing at a time.
I actually tagged him. He slid up on the story and kind of gave me a little "these are dope" type of deal because they're his shoes. But so
These are
yeah,
dope. I
that's
designed them.
been going on, and then more eBay stuff. I got I found a really good deal on a pair of 1985 Chicago's, all original,
Here we
for
go again.
$850.
Oh.
So super good deal on them. I mean, I'm probably gonna just flip them since I already have a pair. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I was like, this is too good to pass up. They're going through authentication, so who sees? But they've been
Mm.
at the authentication hub since December 29th, so It's already been a few days, which is a little
It's not
concerning, but holidays,
terrible.
whatever. But
Yeah.
hopefully they get through because it could make a good little flip, size 11.
Were they
So,
your size?
yep.
Dang.
So those, and then I actually kind of impulse bought some pretty rare shoes from Sunset Sneakers last night. I got some Strangelove SB Dunks samples.
What's different about the sample? I feel like I've
So
seen
this
them.
pair, there's really nothing different. There's a few
Uh-huh.
different materials that are brighter. He sent me a video of it compared to his pair, but nothing's crazy on them. But it's a dead stock pair. It's got sample tag, sample box, and I got a really good deal on them. So I was like, I can't pass it up. Make a video on them, flip them. Not gonna keep them because I'm not gonna unds them.
Yeah.
So
it's one of
hopefully
those
make a few
shoes.
$100 on that. But yeah, that's about it. And then another big one, Whatnot sale, cleaning out the closet. January 10th. Announcement video is coming tomorrow. So I'm doing my first Whatnot stream. I've never done it. Blazonary John Carl convinced me to do it. So I'm just going to do it, see how it goes. And hopefully we sell a bunch of stuff because there's a lot of stuff that I need to move
Right.
for the end of the month. So we're going to see how it goes. Tune in January 10th, 7 o'clock.
I need to do that so bad. It's just
Yeah.
so much
No,
stuff.
Yeah, there's stuff all over. So I don't know. It should be fun. If it doesn't go well, it doesn't go well. Whatever. But yeah, who knows? Kind of excited about it. So
You have cool things though. You have cool things.
I'm gonna try to move a lot of stuff. The shipping's something I'm a little concerned about because it might take a day or two of just straight boxing stuff up. I have a label printer, like I know how to do it. In the next day or two, I need to load everything into the Whatnot system so people can kind of check out what's for sale. But I'm planning to move like everything that I don't wear, basically. The stuff on the shelves behind me, I'm probably going to keep all of that stuff. But there's a lot of stuff in boxes, just random stuff. I mean, even some of the shoe mics, even like the bear claws I just got, like I'm never going to wear those. They're not even my size. Like the grass shoes, like I don't think I'll ever wear those. Stuff like that I don't want to deal with at the end of the month.
Yeah.
So
Because it's just gonna sit there. Anyway.
yeah, so it's a good time
Really
to clean
no
it out.
point.
I already got the sale planned, so yeah, tune in. Should be exciting, but
Nice.
it's my little rant.
Trying to think if there's anything else
You got some early stuff. Let's see the rotation of stuff that you got.
I got some AE ones too, finally. So that was cool.
There you go. We both got pairs.
I know. First pair.
Ooh,
This one's like I'm not even gonna review this because it's so small, but it's
it's a GS.
yes. What is the name of this one?
The just Gym Red.
I think it's Gym Red. The Gym Red Jordan 1 High. It's releasing sometime next year. Pretty cool shoe. I mean, like it's nothing crazy. If I saw it sitting at Foot Locker or something, I'd pick them up if they were my size.
Yeah, it's a good just wear it around shoe.
Exactly. And we got some Oreo 6s. Pretty clean.
Those are clean.
If you're
Not a
into
big
6s.
6 person, but those are clean.
Same. I wish I was, man. This one I'm really excited about. Shadow.
Ooh.
Jordan 1 Low.
Yep.
Look at this leather. Look at that glare.
Put it up to the camera there. You got those are
ridiculous.
clean, dude.
Look at that glare on that buttery leather.
Yeah, those are nice.
Jordan 1 Low OG Shadow.
What size
I like
are
these
those?
a lot. 11. Side eye.
Yeah. No, those are clean. They'll probably be under $200. So.
I know.
Whoa.
These military blue.
Whoa.
Jordan 4.
What size are
shoe.
those?
It's an 11. No, 10.
Is it really?
Damn. No. The next shoe's an 11, but this one's a 10. These are sick. Okay, so tell me, does this look the same as the Jordan 4 SB? Because I don't have it.
Hold it up to the camera. You can see it on YouTube here.
I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Not as much so, but you can see the gray paneling on mine comes up quite a bit higher. The
Yeah.
toe box, yes. The overall shape of it is more so SB than the regular 4, which I like a
Mm-hmm.
lot. Is that back tab plastic or is it rubber?
It's it's the same. It's not the same as the SB4
Okay.
because that one's like really soft, right?
Yes, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
rubber because when you're skating, you don't want it to dig into your heel. So that was the thinking with it, which I really like.
Yeah. So still kind of stiff, but I mean, outside of that, this is probably going to be the first Jordan 4 that I pick up. It's
Really?
beautiful. It's beautiful, dude. Mm, can't wait.
Yeah, those are nice. Ooh,
In the trophy rooms.
ooh, the black
Look at
pair.
that. Just, ah, that gloss, man. And that gold hit on the heel. Mm,
I like those.
these are cool. They come with like all the laces are wax. They come with a yellow pair, a black pair, and then the white. But it's really cool. The only thing that stresses me out is this nubuck is white.
Mm,
I'm like, that's gonna be a little dirt magnet
yeah,
or something. But I mean, no one really has to worry because it's not like we can get them anyway because they're all just gonna be
I've
backdoored.
already been backdoored to people like you.
I know. I was like,
Blame Seth.
I'm writing the script for it right now, and I was like, how do I incorporate that into being like, they may be backdoored, wink, as I'm holding a pair in my hand.
Well, funny you say that because Elliot Page posted a video on him on Instagram, and
Mm-hmm.
um, I just saw it like right when it dropped, and I was like, "Funny you mentioned backdooring because this pair is backdoored, and it's the most like comment on that video on Instagram. It's pretty funny.
You have to do the same on mine whenever
Oh, I'm gonna.
that comes out. Probably be the next few days or something. But
Yeah, fair
dude,
enough.
as far as content goes, I'm stacked right now. It feels
Like a
so
lot.
good. I've got like 6, 8 videos in the pipeline that
Jeez,
I'm just like, okay, finally,
you bringing the
finally.
vlog back at all?
I'm gonna do it soon. Well, we talked about it a little bit the other day. Just do like maybe 2 a week, just kind of like
Mm-hmm.
highlighting different things. I really want to something I was toying with last night. Maybe do, and maybe you can help me with deciding how I want to do this. But do a video on how I make my videos and all the different equipment I use, the editing process, how I actually, start to finish, writing the script, shooting the B-roll, shooting the talking head, how I kind of piece all of it together. But
I
I
like
don't
that.
know. I don't know if I want to do it as like a one video because it's definitely going to be longer than a minute. It's probably going to be like
Mm-hmm.
a 3 to 5 minute video depending on how thorough I want to get. But yeah, some stuff like that to kind of not replace the vlog, but also do the vlog, but then have more personal stuff that I can
Mm-hmm.
use to help other creators. And, just like talking about equipment, which is something I want to do in this podcast, maybe like next week. Talk about some of the equipment we use to help other creators kind of figure out, oh, okay, here's maybe the direction I need to look in when I'm starting or while,
Mm-hmm.
I'm already creating. But
No,
stuff
I
like
like it
that.
too. It's that style of talking about the stuff I use, the stuff,
Mm-hmm.
just the process behind it's definitely on the docket for end of January, early February.
Yeah.
With what's happening, so I keep mentioning that, but I can't mention it yet. I don't want to at
I know.
least, but so yeah, no, I get that a lot. I like that. It's
I
good
think it'd be
outlook on
fun.
it.
And that's like the stuff that I wish I saw before I started this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
have
No, it saves
somebody
everyone
tell me
time. The
how I
one
can make a video.
Mm-hmm. No, the one tricky part about it is then you get copycats and stuff
Mm-hmm.
and people that will do the exact same thing,
Yeah.
because you give them the blueprint. And that's part of it, but it's also not cool to gatekeep. So
I know,
I
which
like
is
it.
like, how
It's a fine line.
much do I show? How much like information do I give? I'm kind of at the point now where I'm like, fuck it. I'll just
Yeah.
throw it all out there. If you copy it directly, cool. Everyone's going to see it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you're not hiding by completely copying it. But I don't know.
Fair
I
enough.
think it'd be cool. and I want to help people this year. I don't know how yet, but one day at a
It'll come.
time. Yeah. Anything? I'm trying to think if there's anything else before we dive into sneakers. Um, any
Anything on
cool
your
like
end?
brand deals or partnerships down the line that you can talk about?
Nothing for me. Slow right now. I mean, January's always been slow. Do have hats coming out hopefully at the end of the month, which is
Yes, I
exciting. I
forgot about
think
that.
we'll probably push it early February if I had to take a guess. I think production's getting going. It's probably about halfway done now, but just with the production, the marketing assets behind it and the stuff like actually doing, I want to get everyone hats again, get you hats, like get the whole works going. Like it's a whole process. So it'll probably be early
Hmm.
February. So that's something exciting. Um,
Yeah. Oh, I'm
otherwise,
so dude, you
no,
kill those releases. I know I say that a lot, but those releases are so dope.
they're
And I
fun.
know so much of the community is always like hyped about it. So
No, they're fun.
it's
I'm
cool.
excited. So that, and
I
then
like that.
yeah, I don't. What about you? Anything?
Uh, I got reached out to by Converse yesterday, so that was
Mm.
cool. They're gonna start sending me. Well, they asked me, so I don't know if the story's still up, but if it is, you should check it. But um, oh, what's his actual name? Tyler Mansouri,
Yep.
Arab Lincoln.
Yep.
He posted a story of like some CDG Converse and tagged somebody at the bottom who works at Converse, so I followed them. And then they DM'd me right away and they were like, "Yo, Seth, would love to just send you over whatever. Let me know your sizing and anything
That's
you want
sick.
us to send." And I was like, "Dude, whatever you guys want to review, just send it over. I'll review it or post some photos." So they're going to start sending some stuff here shortly. So that's exciting just to have something that I don't have
You're
to
gonna have to
buy.
slide me that ad after this.
I will. I got you. I got you. But he seemed like a super cool guy. Um, Outside of that, I feel like something else is coming in the mail too, and I can't remember what it is, but I'll remember eventually.
Yeah, fair enough.
There's no telling, but yeah, I mean, like you said, it's been pretty slow, kind of the
Mm-hmm.
last few weeks or month, but I'm like in the middle of 2 or 3 brand deals right now, where it's kind of back and forth, and then everything stopped obviously during the holidays, so I gotta
Yep.
get the
Yeah.
conversation going again, which is always annoying, but what are you gonna do? What are you gonna
Nothing you can
do?
do about it.
Yep. But let's talk about some sneakers now.
Yeah. So I got
I'm ready. What you
about
got for us?
15 tabs pulled up of concepts, early stuff coming out, stuff down the line, just a whole bunch of news and stuff. So, first one that I was caught on House of Heat was um, this concept that was drawn up by Concept Labs of the reimagined Jordan 4 white cement. Now, I was thinking about this the other day.
Mm-hmm.
I've never owned a personal pair of white cements. I've always wanted a pair. The 2016 pairs are the most recent, all leather upper, nothing crazy, not great material, but brand new. They're like $500-600, and if you want to get a cheaper pair, they're most likely yellowed and beat up. So I was like, I wish they would do a reimagined version. Well, Concept Labs had that thought, and that is exactly what they did. So shout out them, shout out House of Heat for posting this. But we have an all nubuck upper, it looks like, or a light suede,
I know I
and
couldn't tell what that is. I like
yeah,
that though.
it's hard to tell too. But I like it too. It gives me um, Amamanier material vibes, but
Mm-hmm.
it's a white cement. So hopefully we kind of get like a sneaky like end of the 2024 release on something like this, and it doesn't even have to be similar to this. Like if they aged the midsole and did the reimagined treatment on it, I would really like that. So what are your
Chef's
thoughts on
kiss.
this?
I like that. I've never like I'm not huge on the fours, but this I like. I like suede. I know I've said that a lot, but I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, no, I mean I've just always been a four person. That was my first retro Jordan, was the fours
Yep.
few years back, and this is just, I don't know. I've always wanted a pair of white cements. It's probably my favorite Jordan 4 of all time, especially retros and stuff. I've just never had a personal pair. So
Interesting.
be cool to get a fresh pair.
What would you scale it?
If they release this exact shoe,
Mhm.
9.5 out of 10. Just because the white cement, there's a lot of history behind it. There's the dogs barking. There's a lot of history behind it. You got the Spike Lee, where he gets stepped on, and then you have the
Oh yeah.
you have movies behind it where it's a featured shoe. You have Jordan playing in it. Like it just looks so good too. It's like the white cement 3. It's one of those shoes that's
Yeah.
just classic.
Classic,
You look at it, you're like,
timeless.
oh, that's Air Jordan. Like that's Michael Jordan's shoe, like the Chicago one. So,
Mhm.
yeah, 9.5 out of 10 for me. What about you?
I'd say like an 8. Yeah.
I know you're not as big into 4s as I am, so I'll
Yeah.
respect that.
Still a sick pair.
Mm-hmm.
I dig it.
All right, definitely something new. Not a lot of history behind it. No history at all. I sent you this today. We got leaked images of these denim Jordan 1 highs that are releasing at the end of the year, I believe. But they look, look at the staining there. They look way different than any other denim shoes, I believe. They look a lot like what's the PE that they look like?
It's like those Jordan 1 lows they did, the Shishib, I don't even know what it's called. That had like the distressing kind of on
Let me see if
it.
I can find the picture of it. Jordan 1 PE. They did the UNC PE. Looks exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
But it's denim.
I definitely see that.
Let me show
I like
you
the
the
toe
picture.
box with like the little nubbing kind of deal on it. Yeah, those are crazy.
So that's the PE version that they released to UNC students or players only, and then looking at this one now, it's like the same thing, which is cool. So material is cool. We're gonna see a lot of customs with it. I like them a lot. We also have this. It looks like the reusable material outsole with the little speckles of it.
The Nike grind, I think is what it's called.
Toe box is cool. A little weird. It looks like it's not perforated. It's just like little stitch marks for holes. But what do you rate these?
Oh,
I could see you rocking these.
I know. I could too. I want to say, I mean, I might give it like an 8 as well, just because it's one of those blank canvas shoes where you can kind of just, if you want to distress them, you can do that. Bleach
that would be sick.
Bingo. Yeah, dude, just like fray the edges a little bit, bleach some spots. Like, I think that could look really cool.
Have you ever seen distressed versions of the Jordan 4 Levi's?
It's been a long time. You want to pull up some photos? I'm assuming that's what you're doing.
So there was people that distressed those that made them look very cool.
Oh, that's nasty.
And I've always loved the Levi's.
Yeah,
Jordan 4s.
Because people did that too. Cool. I remember it was like 2018, 19 when they came out with the denim 6s, and there were a lot of people that did them with those.
Like this is so clean right here.
Yeah, that's a cool shoe, man. That's a cool shoe. Yeah, so if you did the same kind of thing with the ones, there's no way that it wouldn't look sick. Obviously, unless you completely screw it up. But you know. What about you?
I like it.
What would you say?
7.5 to 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8. It's unique. Yeah. It's not just a regular leather Jordan 1 that they're just doing a different colorway of. It's actually something interesting. So, plus the gum outsole, it makes it so much better.
I love gum outsoles.
It's like you're wearing a brown leather belt with a pair of jeans. Like those colors work together.
True. So true.
Next, some hype stuff.
We love hype.
Yeah.
We are hype.
Travis Scott, where oh boy, where'd they go? The cut the checks. Looks like we got some on foot images of them. I'm just so over these. I don't know. There's shoes that leak early and then like you're super hyped about it. Like the trophy rooms or even some of the stuff we're going to be talking about later here. But I don't know. I just might be down on Travis right now.
Yeah. I go back and forth. I mean, these photos are probably the best I've seen. The shape
Mm-hmm.
of the shoe looks better on these, I will
Mm-hmm.
say.
Yep.
But like, yeah, I
Looks like a
don't.
legacy Jordan, like something.
It does. Oh yeah, it definitely does.
I don't know. I'm down
Like the
on it.
shape at that angle though, it does look really good.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't think I would wear that.
I think I'm just worn out of the Travis elements, the backward
Yeah, like
swoosh,
it would have
the
been
cactus
like
jack on the back.
they should have changed that, in my opinion.
It's just like the jack on the bottom.
The outsole's
Remember
sick.
remember Astro
Different.
World days and like he was on top of the world and
Mm-hmm.
the documentary came out and it was Super Bowl. We had SpongeBob in the Super Bowl singing sicko mode and the
Yeah.
Cactus Jack, like the whole thing. Like trends come and go. I'm not saying artists do necessarily, but they kind of do. Like there's peak J. Cole was 10 years ago. Like we got new people now. Like I don't know. And so it's like if you keep doing the same things, like Jerry Lorenzo is basically doing the exact same Nike stuff at Adidas in terms of
True.
fear of God, and like it's the same stuff. Like we gotta change it up, and I think
Mm-hmm.
Kanye's really good at it. Really, really, and we'll talk about that here in a second. Of just doing completely different stuff from, like you look at the Turtle Doves, the OGs, like completely different thing. And I get he's a designer, and it's not just a collab, but completely different thing. We're still getting the same elements that we got on the original Travis Scott mochas. Like,
Yeah.
and this is
Same logos that
25
aren't even
shoes later
logos.
of different
Yeah.
collabs. So
Eh.
I'm over it.
Yeah.
I don't. Do we even have a release date for these yet?
I don't think so. And there's so many colorways of this shoe that have been leaked and, photos going around the internet too. None of the colorways I'm really like blown away by.
I'm not
They're
either.
all it's just recycled. This worked over here, so let's do the exact same
That's
thing right
exactly what
here.
it
It's
is.
like, it's like, dude, zero innovation.
That's why I
Like,
like the denim ones that we just talked about because it's a little
yeah,
different. So
respect.
I don't know.
I'd give it
Down
like
on
a
them.
5, probably.
Another recycled shoe here, I guess, but this one's like warranted because it's been 20 years.
Ooh.
Um, I know Chance is a huge fan of these. The
Oh, the
Jordan
fear.
4
Yeah.
Fears are finally re-releasing. They originally released in 2013, or was the Fear Pack 2013
Mm-hmm.
re-releasing? It's been 10 years, little over 10 years in 2024, but we're getting more of these. I don't know. I've never been a huge fan of them, but
I never, yeah, same. I'm just like, it is what it is.
I mean they're
It's not,
cool when you
it's
really
not
look
bad.
at them.
Yeah. I like kind of the gradient hits they're doing where it's like black, gray, light gray, white. Like that's
It
cool.
would have been cool if, and obviously this shoe came out a long time ago, but if they took that speckling and did a
Mm-hmm.
gradient as well, like it was either that gray or white, so then it looked like a full gradient from top to
That would make
bottom.
it look so much better. I just don't
And
like
I
the
guess you could
speckled.
custom that, but
Yeah.
yeah,
That's a cool shoe though.
it is.
Now that you say that, that's like the one thing that I think is pushing me away
It's a
from the
speckling.
shoe. Yeah.
Yep. No, I agree. And I'm interested to see because these came out in 2013, so I'm interested to see what the shape of them looks like. Are they going to go for like the Lightning 4 shape? Are they going to go for the Jordan 4 SB shape? We're going to get something similar to the military blues. Like the Jordan 4 shape has changed over the last 10
A
years. So I'm
lot.
curious.
Didn't they
I hope they
come
just
out
keep.
and say all the new ones are going to be the Jordan 4 SB kind of
I've
shape?
heard
But I don't know
that,
how
but
much truth is behind
yeah,
that.
I've heard that. I think that they won't do the exact same thing just because you think about the SB, it's got SB on the back, it's got the rubber tab on the back. Like there's different things like the uh
The
the
netting.
side flaps here are all rubber,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
so they're not going to break off. Um there's there's a gum outsole on the back for extra heel support when you're actually like hitting a kickflip and stuff. Like that's the whole point of them. So I don't know if they'll do
I would
the
love to
exact same
skate in a
spec
pair
to it,
of
but
fours.
it'll be something similar shape wise, I think.
Yeah. I would love to skate in a pair of fours. I'm just curious. Dude, or I posted it on my story like 2 days ago, but the video of that dude like skating in some AE1s,
The blue pair.
I was like, ooh. And then I started looking at the shoe. I was like, yo, I could probably skate these. Like,
Maybe you make a video this week about it.
maybe. Because I'm not selling them. Like, I'm just going to keep them till I probably die. So I'm like,
Same, yeah, same here.
"Ugh, might as
Yeah,
well."
do it. That could be fun.
It could be. We shall see.
Um, Another Jordan 4 that kind of had a big ripple effect on the internet this week was these WNBA all greens that we got
Yeah.
images of. I believe they're WNBAs, right? The first class made
Mhm.
exclusively for WNBA athletes. One of the striking features on the first class is the solid gold, likely platted, plat, plated gold. Sorry, I can't read right now. Jumpman logos on both the tongue and the heel, enhanced with a small diamond green gem, replacing the basketball and the iconic Jumpman silhouette. So
I
a lot of
like
little
these.
details on these. They're cool. Here's the little gem. I didn't even notice that until they said
I
it.
didn't
But
either.
I don't know.
They look
What
like
are
they've
your
been
thoughts
dip
on these?
dyed.
That's exactly what I thought.
It's got that same, I don't want to reuse the word, but like gradient kind of like look to it. I don't know. I like these though. If they were
And it's
men's
funny
and
because I think Chef Hooley did a pair that looked exactly like this.
see that
Let me see if I can find
makes
the
sense
picture.
because I feel like I've seen something very similar in the
Dude, they looked
past.
identical. If I'm not mistaken, it was him.
Isn't that crazy? Is the back heel tab leather too? Because that looks sick.
He did a Bulbasaur pair. Oh
Uh
my
huh.
gosh. They're identical, dude.
I think I remember seeing that too.
They're identical.
Mm.
Identical. Um,
Classic.
so yeah, it
Classic.
begs a question. Did Nike get the inspo from pretty well-known customizer in the community that does pairs for people like LeBron James? Like, he's been doing stuff for a whole bunch of people. We had that exact same thing. Remember the Balvin threes was the exact same thing. He did a pair
Short
just
answer.
like that, and then sure
Yes.
enough, Balvin threes came out
There's
looking just like it. He wasn't too happy about it either. That's the funny part. Is I
I
remember he
wouldn't
posted a
be like
story.
nothing. You don't get anything from that.
No, he was like, "I'm still waiting for my pair to come in the mail." Like he never got them. Like so.
Oh man.
But WNBA's, I don't know, materials are definitely a more premium. I mean, we're getting a gem
Yeah.
on the tongue, but
I mean, I guess this one's a little different because it's not a general release pair.
mhm.
But look at that heel tab, how it's like leather. That I like.
No, they're definitely
That's tight.
premium. That's for sure.
Yeah.
I'll never get
If
my
this
hands
shoe
on a
was a
pair, so
GR, didn't have any of the gold and diamonds or whatever, cop.
yeah. I don't know. It's like too. It's like not green enough. I don't know.
I know.
You'd think I would really like these because I like green a lot, and like that was our wedding colors. Like we love green, and my wife and I. But something about these just like I
It's
don't
a
know. I didn't
shading.
get
It's a
too
weird shade
excited
of
about them
green.
like a lot. Like I saw a lot of people were, but
It's too minty.
that might be what
I
it
feel
is.
like.
Something like that.
I don't know.
All right, let's switch it up. New Balance, the man himself,
Finally.
Action Bronson. We're getting some 1906 Rs, I believe these are.
I think you're
1906
right.
Rs, blue colorway. We saw
Blue pair's not bad.
yellow pair as well, and then the pair that was really going around was this women's colored shoe that he said on his story. He was like this. Like if you're in the sneaker game, you know that like women's colorways are like the shit basically, and that's what these are based off of, like a women's aerobics class. So he's like, I love it. I don't care what people think. Um,
I
And
love Action
that's
Bronson.
that. I like the laces; they're cool. They're definitely Action Bronson. Like they pop. So
I like this upper that it has though, because there's like no
yeah,
overlays aside from obviously the toe box. Like it's all
it's like a
just
rubber outline over the shoe,
yeah.
where it almost looks like it's like a waterproof material. But I like it a lot.
That would
And
be
then
cool if
yeah,
it is.
Tyler posted this. Tyler
I think
Mansuro of
the only
the
thing I
shoe.
don't like about it is the outsole, like the red. I'm like, why does it need?
I guess I
Why
didn't
does it
even
need
realize
red?
that. Yeah,
But it's
it's Action
fine.
Bronson. He does
I
crazy
know.
stuff. That's
I
kind of the
know.
whole thing.
I'm going for these though. I think these are really cool, especially in the
I won't
summer.
be. I'll never wear
I
them.
know. I know.
I'm just gonna be honest with myself. I will never wear these.
And that's okay. You're
Yeah.
not a New Balance purist and you don't care about Action Bronson. That's fine.
I don't know about that, but pretty sure I had a pair of Action Bronsons on my top 5 of last year. But
That was last year though.
we haven't even had any shoes this year. Seth's trying to
I
start
know.
something right now, and I don't like it. April, May this
That's
year,
what
these are coming out. So blue colorway.
it's away. I like the
I
blue
don't
too
know.
though.
The yellows I like. They look very like
I don't know what to
outdoorsy.
describe
Like
it.
I live in the mountains. I have a
Hmm.
hydro flask. I wear Patagonia. I drive a Subaru type of
I
shoe.
bought a
So I mean,
Stanley
you do
Cup off
drive a Subaru,
StockX.
so maybe these could be you, like
Yeah,
outdoorsy
true.
vibe. So
I'd probably wear any of these.
the yellow pair I like, blue
Yeah.
pair tough to rock unless
It's
you
not my
have Navy
favorite,
stocks,
but
but
yeah.
yeah. So something to keep an eye out.
I would buy all three. Action. Please send me all three. Please.
Actually, if you're listening, I would wear them if you sent them, but
No, Charlie said he didn't like any of these, so Action,
the
don't
yellow
listen
pair,
to him.
yellow pair, I will gladly take. The other pairs, I will be honest about. Um,
Yeah.
Next pair here, waiting for this ad to go away. We got the Jordan 1 High OG Black Toe Reimagined. First of all, I want to say whoever did this mock-up did a terrible job.
It's
It
a
looks
bad
like
mock-up.
not good. It looks like the desert is cracking because there's no water on the side. Like the cracking
Yeah.
on the leather looks crazy too much. But
Yeah.
I've seen other mock-ups of these. I like them a lot. Dog's
I
going
definitely
crazy.
need these. He likes them. Hey, Kirk. Kirko chains. But with these, for sure. I like these more than I like the Lost and Founds personally. That's just I like this color blocking more, but I love that aged midsole.
I
Adds
like
it
that
like
the Lost and Founds have the not crazy aged midsole, but it's
yes.
sail, and the paneling on the side and the toe box match it because it looks
Mm-hmm.
cohesive. This looks like they sat in the sun. I,
Yeah.
I guess that's a look, but I don't know.
Well, that's probably the one of the only shoes that I'm like really excited to see how it looks like this year. Like I'm
This,
just
the
yeah,
black toes,
I'm just so
fair
excited
enough.
because no one knows exactly what they look like. We all have kind of an idea, but it's like,
Hmm.
are they going to go with the lost and found treatment? Are they going to completely botch it and go for like, the royal reimagined look? Like, no one
Yeah,
knows.
and those were not a hit, so still
They were
sitting in.
not. Which that still blows my mind because maybe you think differently, but I still think like that's a cool shoe. I'm like,
I do too.
I would
I
wear them.
I gotta pick up a pair before they're not on sale and stuff, kind of a deal. Because I want a pair, but I just have not gotten around to getting a pair. Because I think they're cool, but
I do too.
I don't know.
But there's just other shoes I'd rather spend 150 bucks on. I feel
Same.
like it's like there's nothing wrong with them though. I don't know why they're getting so much hate.
It's just one of those things. This is another
People
shoe
just
that
don't
I
get it.
suspect is gonna get a lot of hate. It is the
Blech.
Shadows Jordan 1 High, but a satin version. We saw the satin breads. Did not do good.
No,
I returned my pairs. Just didn't think I would ever
same.
wear them.
After you,
After what?
After you returned your pair and reminded me that I could just walk into Nike and return them, I did the
Oh, you
exact
did the
same thing.
same.
Yep.
So these are coming
Just
out final quarter of 2024, so we got some time yet. Who knows? Maybe the market switches on them, but another pair that I don't see doing very well. I wish they would just do a re-up of the regular shadows because I really like those, but
same.
satin's tough.
That's why I'm really excited for those lows, man. I like them. I just wish they were the 85 cut, but
Yeah, that's true. That would have been sick.
it's just me. That's that's one thing that I'm really excited for 2024 is seeing what 85s they're going to do. And also, I was watching someone's video. Sorry, I'm not crediting you. Maybe it was Elliot. I feel like it was. But talking about the Wings collection Jordan 1s that were supposed to release at the end of
Hmm.
2023, like the what $800,
I know we
$1,500
talked
Jordan
about
1s.
those extensively
A
too.
lot. And there was a lot of information out there about them. Tons of mock-ups.
Italian
Been
leather and
like we never heard anything about it. So I'm really hoping, not that I would even buy them. Maybe I
Mhm.
would. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I kind of have to get a video out, but I'm really excited to see if they ever come out because that's just it's a cool concept.
Mhm. No, I agree. I believe you've had these already. The yellow orchids.
Mm,
We've talked about them. I think they're releasing next week, January 13th. I'm a fan of these.
dang,
I
that's
definitely want to
fun.
get a pair. Um, but yeah, you talk
They were
about
all
them.
right. Yeah, I mean, final verdict, I prefer the taxis because the upper was nubuck on the yellow, which
Which
I
I like.
liked. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to
I like
try
the
it in my
white
size.
toe box.
I do too. When it's
I've
yellow on
worn
the
my
toe box, I
taxis
feel
like
like it's
twice,
too loud.
maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I go back and forth. It's not going to sell out regardless. They're all just going to sit. But
Nope, which I like because I want to grab a pair of these. I think that they're clean. It's basically the
yeah,
UNCs that released a couple of years ago, but just yellow. So,
yeah. It's a cool pair. It's a
yep.
cool pair.
Next is a pair that it's got some OG homage. I'm a really big fan of these. They're the reverse curries. So it is just a regular dunk material. Looks to be doo doo, just garbage. But it's a part of the Co Japan series from 1999, and they're re upping them. I've just loved the colors on them. It's basically like the opposite of like a Chicago colorway, but it's brown and white.
Mm-hmm.
Um, just clean shoe. Works. I wish this was like an SB or if they do really good
Yeah.
materials with it because the original was not an SB, it was just a regular dunk, but they did better materials with it back in 1999. Um, so they'll probably sit
If
just because they're
only.
regular dunks and those are not super popular right now. But Reverse Curries does pay homage to those older pairs. So
What do you think the landscape for dunks is going to be in 2024 as far as, SB dunks and regular dunks?
same as it
Because,
is now. I think SBs will sell out if it's a collab or if it's a shoe that's unique. Um, like the Born and Raised was a collab. Even like the Fly Streetwear is like SBs will always be top of priority versus regular dunks, and I think regular dunks will continue to be what they are unless they change something. If unless they make the material better, if they stop
oh, that'd be
just
so
doing a
nice.
ton of color. Like if they made them limited and dropped one regular dunk a month and it was good material and a cool colorway like this and it had like OG ties, I'm sure they would be doing a lot better. But I think that there's also a place where Nike wants a model that everyone can wear and that sits in stores that when you walk in, you're like, oh, these are dunks. Let me buy them. This is a great like back to school shoe. I can get them for $100. Like, so there's
That's
part of
true.
that too, because that's really what moves the machine is the stuff in outlets that sits there, which we might not think is cool, but it's
Yeah,
the stuff that moves.
but
So
still, I'm just, I feel like I haven't seen any really interesting SB dunks leak for like Q1, Q2
Um,
of this year.
like recently or coming up?
Because most of those that come out, either I've already seen or we've already seen photos of them. Like we have the Valentine's Day pairs, which are
Mm-hmm.
pretty cool. We have the Race Allele,
Mm-hmm.
fine. We have the, oh, what was the name of this one? The Dior Greenwood, the Native American one, which is a dunk high. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
fine. There's probably a few others, but there hasn't been like any rumors of any SB dunks so far that are like crazy, you know? So I'm
No, I
just
agree with you.
curious. I feel
I
like there's
agree.
going to be a lot later in the year, but
Probably, and I hope
right
that there
now
is
it's kind of
because
slow.
I just hope we start getting some cool leaks. Like the Born and Raised was like a big deal when those leaked. Like
Yeah.
the Aprils, the Tight Boosts, like those are all like pretty cool colors. So,
There were like stacked releases last
mm-hmm.
year for SBs. Like you could
Oh yeah,
easily, like if you had a whole top 10 sneaker of the year list and it was all SBs, or at least like five, like I don't think
mm-hmm.
many people would be like, no. Like
Cerritos,
there were
Born
some
and
really good
Raised. Like it was a
releases.
people look back and be like that was a big year for SBs for sure.
It really was. I would
I
argue
agree.
probably the biggest in the past recent years. Like 22 was pretty good as well, but
I
I
agree.
feel like there were some solid ones last year. So we'll see. I'm just curious if they can top it because I feel like they exhausted a lot of resources. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No. Who knows? We'll see.
Yeah.
Um, Another Nike that Jordan is taking an OG colorway and just putting different materials on it. We're getting a women's Red 11, but it's in velvet, which velvet 11s have never done very well. Um,
If
we
it
have
was
one mock
suede,
up.
these would be so cool
Yeah,
because it
I
looks
agree.
suede in the photo. But
Mm-hmm.
eh,
Velvet's weird. I don't know anyone that likes velvet shoes. I don't know. That's even like it's even weirder than a suede or a nubuck or a leather's pretty common. But I'm trying to think of another material like the cracked leather or um just like the velvet's weird. It's hard to rock. Like a
yeah.
corduroy shoe is the same deal where it would be really weird if they did that.
Mm.
Denim's kind of the same, but
They keep they keep trying to change so much, and it's like, okay, we want you to change, but don't make it weird. You know,
yeah,
like
I
it's
mean,
a weird fine
I don't
line.
know. They've been doing it for years, so
I know.
another
It's
not a
gonna
favorite
release.
shoe
People are
there.
gonna forget about it.
Yep.
Cool.
Um, one last one here. Uh, Weird one. Saw pop up. Kanye's back at his old roots of releasing really weird stuff. He released the
Yeah.
Yeezy Pods, which is just a sock shoe. I believe retail was $200. Yep,
Mm-hmm.
$200 for a pre-order on essentially high top socks with rubber on the bottom. So
Yeah.
I did not buy a
I would.
pair. I was not going to
I
fall
would
for the
love to
trap.
try them on. That's
Yeah,
about it.
I don't know. Down on Kanye, just like Travis right now.
Yeah. I mean, what he's doing footwear wise, I'm not really into. Do you see the slides too? The like pod slides that kind of like clip
Those were
in together?
I
It's
almost bought a
interesting.
pair of those, and then I was like, "What am I doing? Like two
Same.
hundred dollars for these slides? Like, I don't know.
And there was like no support either. Like it was very flat. I'm like, what are we doing? Are we
Not a
barefoot
fan."
now?
But yep,
I don't know, man.
I don't know.
It's what a time to be alive.
What a time to be alive. Nike's coming out with shoes with crazy materials, and Kanye is releasing socks that are supposed to be shoes.
It's gonna be an interesting year for sneakers, that's
Yes,
for
it
sure.
is.
I'm really looking forward to it. I'm so curious to see what our top 10 list will be for next year or this year near the end.
I already know those OG 85s are going to be on there. Other than that, it's kind of an open book.
OG 85s, military blues.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like for sure.
There's going to be
But
more
like,
SB4s for sure. I mean,
I hope so.
when we did our lists at the end of the last year, I don't know about you, but I was like looking back at the beginning of the year and felt like, oh, this is so long ago. And there was like only a few, like the 85 black and whites was one that I put on there. But other than that, it was like nothing good really came out until summer. So we'll see.
Huh. I'm interested. Yeah, it's always the tail end of the year where they hype things up.
Yep.
But that's it. That's it.
Sweet. We're back.
That's all I got.
Yep. With the end of the month, I can't mention it again, but we'll get some guests on probably in February, I want to say. So I got a few in mind. Want to ramp that back up for this year. So
Same.
if you have any in
We
mind,
need to do
as
at
well,
least like 2
DM
a
us.
month. Like
I would
every
like
other
to.
episode.
Yeah, it's simple and it would just makes it more interesting. So
And it's fun. It's fun. But
we're back.
we'll see.
2024.
We'll
Thanks
touch
for
on
listening.
that later. Thank you. Peace.